I don't usually review the audio logs from the trail camera. It's boring work, mostly just deer and tourists getting lost. But a cold case from 2018 got reopened last week. A hiker named Thomas, he walked into the eastern bridge and never came out. They found his campsite, but no body, just a backpack. My supervisor asked me to go out through the old digital files, see if we missed anything. I took the SD card from his recorder home with me. I plugged it into my laptop around midnight. The first few files were nothing: wind, birds, him humming. I was about to shut it down when I heard file 14. His voice was different. It was low, quavering. He was whispering. He said, "The ranger is following me. He's been behind that big pine for last hour." I leaned closer to the speakers. Thomas kept whispering. He said the ranger wasn't wearing the green uniform. He was wearing a black suit, like he just came from a funeral. Thomas said he didn't look right. He said the guy was smiling too wide. I paused the audio. I felt a cold knot in my stomach. I wasn't a ranger in 2018. I was in college 3 states away, but I knew that trail. I knew that big pine he was talking about. It's directly behind the old ranger station. I told myself it was just a confused hiker. People got dehydrated. They say things. I hit play again. The audio cracked. Thomas was breathing heavy now. He was running. I could hear leaves crunching under his feet. Then he stopped. He said, "He's gone." He just vanished behind the tree. There was a long pause, just static. Then Thomas spoke again, but this time he sounded happy, relieved. He said, "Never mind, I see the real ranger now. He's waving at me from the trailhead. I'm going to ask him for help." That was when my blood went cold, because I knew exactly what the trailhead looked like in 2018. I have seen the old photos. There was no ranger station there yet. It was just a dirt lot with a gate. No one could be waving from there. I checked the recording timestamp. It was 3:17 p.m. I skipped into the next file, 5:15. There was only one sound. It was a voice, but it wasn't Thomas. It was deep, too deep, like someone was talking into a barrel. It said one word. It said my name, not Thomas' name, my name. I slammed the laptop shut. My heart was pounding. I sat there in the dark for a long time. I told myself it was a coincidence, a glitch, static forming a word, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I looked out my window. The blinks were closed. The next morning, I went back to the station. I put the physical file on Thomas. There was a photo of his backpack. I saw the digital recorder tucked into the side pocket. I pulled up the evidence log. The recorder was still there, sitting in a plastic bag in the storage room. I walked down there. I found the bag. I took out the recorder. It was an old silver model. The battery was dead. I plugged into the wall. It powered on. I scrolled into the file list. There were 15 files, just like I had last night. But there was a problem. File 14 was only 30 seconds long on the device, not the 10 minutes I listened to. File 15 didn't exist. It stopped at 14. I played it. It was just him humming. That was it. I scrolled down again. At the very bottom of the list, there was a new file, file 16. The timestamp was last night at 1:00 a.m. Right when I was listening at home, my hand was shaking as I pressed play. It was my voice, but it was stuttered, slow, like I was drugged. I heard myself say, "I found his camp. The coffee is still warm." I need to check the big pine. Then there was a sharp click and the sound of footsteps walking away from the recorder. I haven't slept since. I checked the surveillance footage from the station from last night. It shows me leaving my truck at midnight, but I don't remember that. The footage shows me walking towards the Eastern Bridge, but I'm not wearing my uniform. I'm wearing a black suit, and in the footage, I'm smiling too wide. I don't keep the recorder in the station anymore. I keep it locked in my safe at home, and I never ever play it past the first minute.